Okay, today I'm giving you guys tips if you need it. So this isn't a tutorial, these are tips. Number 1. You can make any hair look good depending on the color and the other hair parts. Let's use this hair. Don't do this, it'll make the hair look weird. This is okay because it doesn't look big or bulky. You see these colors. Don't use them incorrectly. These colors can be used for anything. As long as it's not used too much, but don't make your rock or characters an eyesore. Like this, for example. I'm not hating on their OC, but I'm just giving my advice. I'm going to show you how good this OC will look with this hair. Any eyes work too, again, as long as you use the right color. I'm going to use these eyes for the example. Okay, in some situations, this will work. But in this one it won't. So I'm going to use a darker hair color and use that pink for the eyes. Now it's always good to use pupils, but it's okay if you don't, especially if you're making your OC a cat, lion, cheetah, leopard, etc. These pupils are like cat pupils and will work great. Any pupils will do though. Now I am going to use some other hair colors as a good example, because you can also use the colors down below. If you want glasses, I suggest number 1, number 48, or number 49. Those are the most realistic, but if you don't want realistic, then go for any glasses. Also make sure you add a nose for your OC if it's an animal. Moving on. Another tip, don't do this unless you're gonna use a scarf to cover it up. Use some other sleeves. Try not to use this palette too much. Instead, try using this palette. Do the opposite if you use the bottom palette too much. Look at that! The character is looking great. When it comes to skirts, try not to use these skirts. They're normally too big and poofy. They aren't good for normal outfits. This one is too short, unless you use it for a beach-type outfit. Both of them are, again, they're for beach outfits. Now I personally tend to use these often, because they're the perfect length, but there is a time when I use it too much, or it collides with the outfit. These skirts seem to work fine, besides the overalls. I personally like this skirt with the outfit. Any skin color is perfect for your character. Perfect! Honestly, when it comes to shoes, it really just depends on everything else. I'm gonna try to make these shoes work. These shoes work with the outfit I have picked out. Now you can use gloves, but this character really doesn't need it. Of course, you can use hats, but some hats won't work with certain outfits. I like to use hoods, but I don't like using this one. If you like that hood, then you can use it, of course. Anyways, moving on, I'm gonna use one of these accessories. I may use this one. See, look at how good she looks. But there's still some things I want to go over. Scarves are always optional. I think it would be better on her though. This part is also optional for your character. Also, if you make your character an animal, make the tail the same as your hair color. Another thing you could add is mixed skin tones like this, also known as vitiligo. Now if you add a blind eye with a scar, make sure the scar is there but slightly faded. Now if you're making a full blind eye, you can make it white. Now if you want your character to be slightly blind, you make the eye a lighter color. It'll add good detail to your OC. Like this, for example. And you can add an eye patch if you want. Also, hojus somehow give uniqueness to your character. I'm not sure how, but it just does. Don't make your character an ultra hybrid, with literally every ears, tails, and wings. Like this. Honestly, too much if you ask me. If you're going to make your OC an animal, keep it from 1 to 3 animals per character. Moving on. Make sure your hats aren't colliding. It'll look really weird. I normally don't know what to name my characters, so I hit random. I like to fill these in. Props are optional unless you plan to use them for a video. Actually, you don't even have to use the sparkles. I like a lot of the eyes with and without sparkle. I'm not normally good at it, but I'll try to give you tips for boy characters. Don't just use that hair. I used it a lot when gacha came out, but now I use it every now and then. You can use all of these hairs. They are all useful for something. Honestly, if you're making a boy of C, just follow my instructions from earlier. Right now, I'm just really randomly creating this, because I have no idea what I'm doing. If these characters are OG, anyone can use them with credits. Thanks for watching. Did you spot the cookie in the video? If you put the time of the video and the corner it was in, you will get pinned.